and he can't make today's calls, but that's fine. We'll get through it. So we'll start off with this week's events. So as you guys know, 4 p.m. PST, we had
Sorry,
the
Spags. Do you want to put this up for us, man? Sorry.
Oh, okay. It might be better someone else doing it because I am. Let me try.
Hold on. You're right. I'll do it. One sec.
Yeah,
Give me a sec.
I'm on real bad connection.
Is that working?
Let me have a game.
Yeah. Sweet. Whoa.
All right, beautiful. Yeah, I actually I just jumped on my computer and I saw it, but then when I did that, it took me off my phone headset, so I can't actually watch. Oh, let me have a look. I can watch on my phone. All right, sweet. I'm just gonna read off the events section and then I'll pass it on over. So, 4 p.m. PST today we had the weekly education meeting. 6 p.m. PST, which is now weekly Monkz weekly updates. Tomorrow we have at 6 p.m. PST Bud Smart Money Tuesdays. After that we have semantic AI training with PJ. Wednesday ads, leads, and online sales training. That one's at 5 p.m. PST. Following that, we have another Chi discussion at 6 p.m. PST. Thursday, 5 p.m. PST, we have the Crypto Corner Monkz News. And then following that, we have the legal regulations chat with Eli at 6 p.m. PST. So there's been a lot of news this week, this last 2 weeks regarding crypto news. So make sure you guys do come to that, especially both of them really, but especially Crypto Corner because a lot of exciting shit happening in the market. Friday no events, Saturday no events, but Sunday we have Monkz Poker friendly game this week. I also have a couple of community updates. So Monkz Poker this week was won by a guy called AODG. He's not a Monkz holder. But we do have a big game coming in the month where we'll be inviting players from all other communities to take part in a big prize game. There'll be a couple of aspects to this. First, we want to try and increase our attendance of our high value training sessions. We basically want to be seen by more people outside of Monkz. So what we're going to try and do is because on poker now, on the poker app that we use, we can have it so there's a password set. So I'm going to try and hide the passwords inside of the events. That will try and get more people hopefully to come to the events and listen out for the password. Whilst they're there, they might actually learn something, realize what we're doing here, what sort of trainings we're offering, and hopefully become part of our community because we want to keep trying to build. We don't want to stop. So this week, so that's just touching on that. I'll give more updates on that soon when I figure out everything about that. I might need your help with that one, Dizzy. You can help me get that going. Also this week we were a part of a game with another community. There was a bit of a miscommunication between them and us. We hadn't confirmed that we were actually going to be there. It was just spoken about, oh yeah, sweet, if we did play we would offer a monk, but we didn't get any other information about that, and the game went on and we ended up Basil actually ended up giving one of his monks away, so which is a bit frustrating, but on to the next one. So I'll be going over this week's list of so when I put out that Google form about the training events that what you guys want to listen to, there's been a lot of people right on there. So I'm going to be going through that because I do have a couple of slots in May that I need to fill. So I want to get these trainings linked up with the right teacher. So I'll be going over that this week and filling in those gaps for next week. Um, so this week I'll be jumping back in and doing the scrum from Howie. Also, regarding scrum, starting from next week, we'll be adding scrums to the weekly roster in the server. So then when we start them, everyone gets a notification when we go live. We'll also scrum on Fridays again and see how the attendance goes. For a while there, it wasn't no one was coming to the Friday scrums, like nobody. So we just put a pin in it. But yeah, let's see how we go. So we'll roster them on for Fridays again. And yeah, just see how we go. A little bit of a merch store update. So there was only one person interested when I brought it up for about a month now. If anyone wants to take part in the merch store, you'll get paid for the job, like out of the profits. It would be like a profit share sort of thing. So the only person that was interested was Basil, regarding that, helping getting it set up. So last week, Hydra and I had a discussion that, like, yeah, if no one if we didn't have a team to do it, fuck it, we'll do it ourselves. Um, so yeah,
Help
if
with
anyone,
like designs and stuff, Stags. I mean, it sounds like it sounds like a lot of fun. I just don't want to overcommit and like run the project, right? So if you need like help or support or some like a secondary role within that, I'm happy to help. And I like just recreationally just hopping into Photoshop and Illustrator and doing stuff. I could help with some design or whatever, or that type of stuff. I just can't run it because I know I'd be stretched too thin.
yeah, that's fair, no worries. So basically, we're gonna just do it anyways, and get everything in place. So this will involve initial DAO funding, which in the proposal will state it would need to be paid back when the merch store is in profit, and can make the repayments back to the DAO. So the DAO wouldn't lose; it would just help get it started, sort of thing. Yeah, so stay tuned for upcoming proposal for when we get the business plan hatched out. Looking forward to making this a success and being able to put some money back into the DAO. So the idea with this is to obviously give Monkz merch, because fuck, we've been waiting for it for a long time, but then also go to other communities and say, oh, you guys don't have merch, like, do you want us to do it for you? And do that. So we want to try and have an outreach team for that department that will help get the customers. Maybe we can do a make it a commission based role, because we know Posty, he's probably the number one outreacher that we all know, and if there's a little incentive for him, or anyone else that wants to contribute, we can maybe do a commission system, because commissions seem to work in sales. So yeah, as you guys know, PJ is away today dealing with some Splinterland stuff. We've been meeting with some website developers over the last couple of weeks to try and update the Monkz website. We're gonna meet like the team that have been talking to these people. Gonna meet this week and just get them all the other information they need so we can get some quotes from them, maybe dial back what we were expecting, what we were asking of them before. And yeah, coming up with a game plan to sort of lock something in so we can update that. And last but not least, it's the last Friday of the month this month, so there will be payments coming out. And that's all I have from community. I will hand it on to proposals.
Awesome. Sorry, just checking that I was not on mute. Okay, so from a proposals perspective, incorporation is blocked. Eli and I need to do a tiny bit more research to double down on that. I am pushing for it to get done this week. The FY23 budget, I'm waiting on PJ for that. Effectively, PJ's covered a substantial amount of costs for the DAO since inception, and we need to figure out a way to make him good for at least part of that, because it's only fair. He's also given a lot of his time, so when he comes back to me, we will go through that. The education business plan is something that Fire and I need to sync on, and we'll double down on that as soon as we can. And the other three proposals were passed. I think generally in terms of work pods, I think Stags has given a pretty decent update on the current status of things. So I'm not going to go into too much detail there, but you can see where things are at. I think from my side there is a treasury risk management survey which is sitting in announcements. Stagsy, if you can please bring that to the forefront for us. Effectively, guys, I'm going to close that survey out after this meeting by the end of day PST today. So, and then I'll tabulate the results and share those with you guys. So it'd be good if you guys haven't provided feedback, if you can please provide feedback. Following on from that, we'll also be setting up a new feedback source regarding our community law, so we can work with Squabber to figure out how we expand on that over time and start bringing it back into our community, because we've lost that for about 6 months now. So they are probably the main updates from my side. I think Dizzy, Basil, do you guys want to go into onto your moderation stuff, and then we'll move on to Mr. Fire, please?
I just want to add something quickly. So I did have this written in my community notes. I just wanted to say, the new, but I was gonna read it last. So, but then it was in the middle. Anyways, the new temple guards have been doing a fantastic job so far. I just want to take this time to give them a pat on the back and say thank you for taking charge so quickly in this area. You boys are smashing it and making the monks proud. Well done, boys. You're not fucking around. You're getting stuck in.
Pirates being pirates. Appreciate that.
Yeah, some of the improvements you guys won't see like right away, but it'll be soon. It'll be quick. So
yeah, it'll make it leaner and a little easier to manage as well.
All right,
But
cool. What was next?
Mr. Fire, do you want to go through DAO funds and then through Yoko Tenkai, please?
Yup. 1 second here. All right, DAO funds. 149.28 ETH in our main treasury wallet. Some sort of shitcoin measurement underneath called USD is about $250,000 of those shitcoins is what's worth. Royalty funds 0.406 ETH, about close to $700 or so USD, and 0.7551 ETH in the deployer wallet, about $1,300 overall. We're holding steady, which is expected. Typically, as Stags mentioned, it's the last Friday of the month that we send out payments, and yeah, it is the very last day of the month this month on the 31st. So I will make sure to get everything lined up on Friday so that it gets processed smoothly and without delay. Okay, that's the DAO balance sheet. We got education next. So education, Not a lot really to update from this week. So, spent a little bit more time working on the business plan, but not as much as I had hoped. Essentially, after some discussions last week, we've narrowed in on what we want to target for the minimum viable product, where our focus will be for the initial stage of development and the services that we'll provide out the gate. And so my goal this week is to complete the business plan entirely. And then secondarily, if I can find some time that lines up for Metal and I, will go over it and just sort of get some feedback, best practices and whatnot. I think if I can get that checked off, maybe next Monday on the community call, we can go over it, call it a, I don't know, rough draft, go over it as a community. If everybody's open to that, but that's what I'm hoping to do. That's all I've got for education this week, though.
Awesome.
And that's last week's slide, but it's still pretty sick.
It is sick. Awesome sauce. Thanks, Fat.
Yep.
All right. Any general discussion, questions, comments, feedback you guys want to provide? Otherwise, we'll get back to work. But please fill out that survey. It's sitting in VC text chat. It'd be great to have any feedback if you guys haven't provided it, and then we can go from there.
Hey, Metal. If
Yeah.
what have we gotten a decent amount of responses on that feedback, or would it be beneficial to like extend the deadline at all and like offer, like, I don't know, if a community member, myself, were to offer like a monk to a random person selected who filled out the survey, and like if we threw that on our Twitters or something like that, would that be like ideal or beneficial for us? Because I'm open to doing that, but want to be strategic because I don't want to just throw away whatever.
Yeah, of course. So just give me a sec. Sorry, I just crashed my browser. So on that particular survey, we've received 19 responses.
Okay.
So in my mind, I think it's good, but obviously we're looking to move to decentralized governance. So any feedback is welcome. So let's see where we land by end of day, but I don't think any further incentivization is required on that. I'd rather incent people to contribute and to the DAO's monetization itself,
Yep.
and building out a path to that if possible.
All right, we'll keep that in our back pocket for future surveys. So whoever is on the call, stay tuned.
Sorry, mate. Can you repeat? No. Agreed.
And on a completely different topic, I don't know if anyone really watches the OpenSea, but the available monks has been dwindling. We're down to 41. It wasn't too long ago where we were averaging like 80 or 100 monks. And so if you do have some monks that are on there that you set just at sort of a high price, just to, show them off or whatnot. If you delist that number's getting real small, which I think is probably good for our floor. And we have a really thin floor as well. So maybe we'll see some price action in the near future if it keeps up like this. It looks pretty healthy.
Hell yeah, TA from Fire. I love it.
Hell yeah, get your monks while they're still cheap. But before I find my ledger, it's around here somewhere.
So I have noticed I've thrown a couple WETH offers on there, and people have accepted a few, and I'm like, oh, a couple cheap monks.
Nice.
I'll take it. Someone sold me a .061 WETH for a 34 chi monk. I was like, what is wrong with
Holy
you?
smokes.
Love it. But yeah, there's deals to be had, and those deals are drying up though. So
Yeah. Delist. If you got some up there that are just up there to show off that are pretty high price that won't sell. It's all like I get we all hope for that like amazing miracle someone buys our crappiest monk for like 0.2 or something. But it's all the health of the overall of the overall shop is looking good. So anything we can do to make it even better. So
for sure, it's a good update. I didn't even realize there was that little listed.
yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Mm. Do
I
you
feel like
score
you would be
anything
included in that private mint, right?
good?
Nice. Did Gawa get theirs as well? Holy shit! Nice.
What do you need to be able to claim? Okay.
Hell yeah. Is that what Jerome Powell is? That sounds like the Jerome Powell that I know. Got to create dollars.
Well, if no one has anything else to add, we may as well wrap it up there. Nice, short, sweet one today.
Short and sweet. Give you your night back.
Yeah. Yeah. So we will see you guys tomorrow. We've got some big events for holders. We've got the semantic AI training, and then we've got Bud Smart Money. So yeah, you guys don't want to miss either of those. With that being said, hope everyone has a good evening or day wherever you are in the world, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thanks, everyone.
Peace.
Thank you.
Peace.